Hi everybody, Angel Arts here, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Hatoful Boyfriend. Um, Ryota has a surprise for us, I think. Ryota, were you... Harkura? Harkura, I want to talk to you. Is now a good time? Sure, buddy, what's on your mind? Of course, what is it? Well... Ooh, the music... The music box music started. Ooh, I wonder what this means. Sorry, I'm not sure how to say this. Take your time, I'm not going anywhere. Thanks. My mother isn't doing well. She was never very healthy. Oh, so is that why he needs his job so badly? Because he's trying to get money for his sick mom? Now I feel really bad for taking his job from him. And that might be why I'm wondering if that's why he's doing all these odd jobs, is to help his mom out, which is a very noble thing to do. She did always used to catch colds during the winter. Yeah, even though doves are supposed to fare better in the cold than in the heat. She's been getting worse since the end of September. After a certain point, I couldn't take care of her on my own. So she's in the hospital now. And that's where you've been going after school. I hope she gets better soon, Ryota. She won't. Aww. She won't? He's crying. Aww. Sorry for holding you up, Harkura. Wait, can I at least say something? Ryota? And so he fled into the night. Aww, I'm really liking Ryota's backstory or not his backstory, just his story right now. Aww. We get our finals back today. Between midterms and practice exams, this whole semester has been nothing but tests. Angel? Sir? You're getting better. Keep it up. Yes, sir. Ooh, I'm getting better. I'm not, like, stellar yet. Somebody sent me a text message. It's from Ryota. Okay, I think we're kind of locked in. It seems like we're locked into Ryota's romance. Because Ryota's been, or the game has been initiating a lot of Ryoto-centric stuff. So I'm assuming it's because we've been choosing to spend more time with him that the game is thinking, okay, you want to spend more time with this guy, bird, dove, you know, we get it. Meet me in the park at 7. What's going on? I hope it isn't something bad. Ryota, I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Nope. Sorry for dragging you out like this, Harkura. What is it? Is your mother okay? Yeah, she's fine now. Thanks. Ooh, I don't know. When he says she's fine, does that mean that she's at peace? Is that what he's trying to say? She said, "You're old enough already. Go spend the day with someone important," and wouldn't let me back into her room. Oh. Going home is too lonely. So I thought maybe I'd talk to you if I'd feel a little better. Oh, this is so sweet. See, the thing is, I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting that Ryota's not human. I'm forgetting that. I'm just reading his words, reading his dialogue, and just getting into the situation that you start treating. I mean, these are sentient beings because in this universe they can talk to you. You treat this person, this bird, as a sentient being or a person in a video game, ladies and gentlemen. But I mean, I mean, I think you have to be able to suspend your disbelief in order to get fully invested in this game. Because, yes, overall, we might argue, well, this game doesn't really totally take itself that seriously. I mean, come on, your whole point, it's a dating game to date birds, but I'm liking the storyline a lot. So you called me. Do you feel better? Yep. Thank you. Oh, sorry, sitting out here on Christmas Eve is kind of sad. Oh, it's Christmas Eve! Send out the violins! Goodness gracious. Which is why they have the Christmas music playing in the back. Want to go somewhere? Of course. You need a friend. You need someone. I'm there for you. I love Ryota's character because he is our close friend. He is maybe our best friend. This is so. I've seen so many parallels with this and Ian and Mark. I've seen so many parallels of this with Ian and Mark, and um, I mean, I wasn't going in intending to necessarily go the same route in this game as I did with coming out on top, because if anything, I wanted to do something a little bit differently. But of all the characters, Ryota's character, I mean, just the idea of being friends with someone that you ultimately date is just a really awesome concept to me. Because I think that your soulmate, assuming this is your soulmate, birdmate, ideally, this should be your friend. Should be your friend. You know, your best friend. I don't mind, Ryota. Anywhere's fine with you. Aww. And so Ryota and I spent the evening sitting together in the park. This is so sweet. It wasn't very Christmassy, but I didn't mind. Aww. That's sweet. Happy New Year! But it's raining. Oh well. I'd go to the shrine, but this weather makes the wilderness dangerous. I think I'll sleep in like a good girl instead. I won't be able to send out cards in this rain either. Fiddlesticks. Not much going on in the New Year. Happy New Year, everyone! I hope you all had good vacations. I hibernated. What a shocker. Zzz, yeah, what a shocker. January 10th. You're still hibernating. Sir, wake up. Oh, I've said this before, but your junior year will be over before you know it. Let's enjoy this time while it lasts. Okay. There's nothing special this semester. Nothing to worry about. Hatoful boyfriend. Third term. The most splendid and greatest academy of the pigeon, by the pigeon and for the pigeon. Ooh, lockers. It's still light out, so maybe I'll go somewhere before I head home. Whee! Oh, tomorrow's Legumentians? Is this a festival for peanuts? Legumentians? I think I'll buy some beans. Oh, yes, beans. Legumes, beans. Today's Legumentians is a holiday where you give beans to the boy you like, but apparently it's used to involve throwing them at pigeons. Used to. Disgraceful. Yes, how dare they? Good evening. Do you for beans? Yes, is there some kind that you think is particularly good? This year's trend is towards these bean medleys for racers, but they're a little pricey. It's hard to say without knowing the bird in question, really. Pricey? Well, I got a job just for that. Saved up all my money for beans. Jack from Jack on the Beanstalk would be very, very proud. That's true. And sometimes the cheap ramen tastes better than the expensive stuff. Sometimes it does. I think I'll buy... Ooh! Calm corn, bitter black beans, country millet, swollen hemp, racing blend. I think... Is this in order of how expensive it is? I don't know if... Racing blend. I'm assuming it's in the order from... You know, cheapest to most expensive? As in quality-wise. Because my first gut was calm corn is very Ryota, but I don't want to get the cheapest thing they have. Country millet is like comfort food. I mean, anything country. When I think country food, I think comfort food. You know, that's what I'm thinking. You got... And comfort food might be very good for someone who is, you know, sad and upset and, you know, because his mom is not doing so well. Racing blend doesn't really fit Ryota, and, you know, I don't think we necessarily need to... I don't think he's this kind of person who would appreciate the upper expensive... Yeah, I'm gonna go straight in the middle and go country millet. I'll take these. Thank you, miss. Here you are. Right down the middle. I think Ryota's very right down the middle kind of person. Today's the day. The preparations are complete. Time to give the beans to that special somebody. Ryota, wait. Huh? Do you have a minute? Oh, the game decides for us that we're giving the beans to Ryota. Sure, what's up? Here, I got these for you, even though the game never checked with me. I mean, I was gonna give it to him anyway, but the game knows that we're going after Ryota, or attempting to. Thanks, Harkura. Do you maybe not care for these? No, that's not it. I mean, it's a present from you. Of course I'll eat it. Don't worry about it, Ryota. You're not fooling anyone anyway. I'm sorry, Harkura. Oh, he doesn't like the beans. These will make me sick. Oh, I chose the wrong one. No, I forgot about his weak stomach. Oh, I should have gotten the calm ones. I should have gone with the cheap ones. But the cheap things can make yourself sick too. Cheap things can make you, yeah, I mean, cheap things can make you sick as well. So, maybe down the middle made sense at the time. Oh, that's right, you have to be really careful with what you eat. Sorry, Ryota. You don't have to apologize. It's my digestive system that should be saying it's sorry. All I managed to do is make a faux pas. I'll have to be careful next year. Next year? If there even is a next year. Tests are over, and there's nothing else to do but wait for spring break. This semester really was over before I knew it. That aside, it's cold. I need to do something about the temperature in my house before I get sick. Huh? Someone sent me a text message. In the park, come quick. Oh no, did something happen? Ryota? Ryota's huddled on the bench where we usually meet. Ryota? What's... Ooh, I'm suspecting the worst, guys. He's crying. Oh no. It's still cold out, Ryota. You'll catch cold without a coat on. They're birds. None of these birds have been wearing clothing. None of them. Right. Hey, Harkura. My mother died today. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I can't find words. I had a feeling this conversation would come, but I don't know what to say. She was a dove, but she always got sick when it was cold. That's not right. That isn't supposed to happen. Ryota, I'm alone now, Harkura. Oh, don't say that. You're not really alone. You still have me, don't you? She said the same thing at the end. Rely on Harkura and let her rely on you. Aww. But I think that would be irresponsible of me. Hey, well, I was the one who was irresponsible enough to get you the beans that would make you sick, so... There we go. We went both ways. I love you, Harkura, more than anyone else now. More than anyone else now. Okay. Thanks, Ryota. I know what you mean. And I get that you're sort of going through a tough time right now, so maybe the stuff that you're saying is not, you know, it's okay. I get what you're saying. I love you too, Ryota. But how can I say this? My mother was weak, but it's not as if she had a short life for a dove. So, what are you trying to say, Ryota? If you were to marry me, I'd die much sooner than you. I mean, that's okay. I mean, didn't Arwen and Stryker have the same issue too? But they still, you know, they still got together. We're different. Well, yeah, there's that too. You know, it's like I'll die sooner, and we're different species. I'll die sooner, we're different species. It's like, oh yeah, there's that part too, the different species thing. We're different species. We have different lifespans too. That's nature. But knowing that from the start, knowing that I would end up leaving you alone, it just seems too irresponsible. Ah, I see what you're saying. That doesn't matter. It doesn't mean we can't be together. I love you, Ryota. I want to be with you until the end. I know what it feels like to be left alone now. I don't want to make you feel this pain, Harkura. Oh, well, you know, it's not up to you. Ryota, Hate to break it to you, but it's not really up to you. I think we should go our separate ways. Oh, I knew I should have gotten him the better beans! It's because of the beans. Ugh. No, we won't. That's what life is, Ryota. It's unfair and painful, and sometimes it seems nothing good will ever happen. Yeah, it's right, but that doesn't mean you should push the good things away. That doesn't give... You can't... You can't live your life... I mean, it's up to you. I mean, people, you can have everyone can have their own opinions. I just feel like... If you love someone that much, you know, even if you're married for a day, if that's what love... I mean, that's how powerful love is. Even if you're married for a day, it's worth it. If it's love, it's worth it. But fighting on, following our urge to seek happiness anyway, that's what makes us alive. I'm glad I'm saying all of these things, because that's how our ancestors lived, and died, and evolved, and brought us to where we are now. But birds aren't meant to come this far. We've advanced more than we were ever meant to. Oh, is there some backstory to that, how all these birds started talking? That doesn't matter. Ryota, I love you. I want to be with you as long as I can, even if it's just for a little while. I think you want to be with me too. Where's the problem? I mean, people might be looking at us funny, but... Love is love? Isn't that what we've been saying all week? Love is love? Even video game love with a digitized bird, pixelated bird? Harkura. I'm not as healthy or strong as you are. I'm not smart, or handsome, or rich. But I'm happy. Thank you. You don't have to think about it so much, Ryota. We can worry about the future when it comes, right? Right. I don't think I'll have calmed down for a while yet, but... I'm glad I was born, if only because I got to be with you. It's like a miracle. Aww. Thank you. Sweet. So sweet. We have to part with everyone, eventually. If it comes a little early, then that's life. I don't care for how long it is. I'm happy enough just being with Ryota. But live as long as you can, Ryota. Live as long as you can, so that you can carry wonderful memories with you when you return to the sky. This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. I didn't realize that this game was going to get this deep. Oh my. Is that done? Oh. Wow. Okay. Well, I guess that... Wow, so that was a lot shorter. The game, I mean, it was short and sweet. It was very short and sweet. I think I expected a little bit more from this game. I feel like coming from... Since I came from coming out on top, I felt like that game had a lot more to offer than this game did. I mean, granted, well, it just seemed like you had more opportunities to... At least, I guess one glaring thing is that it would have been nice if there were more dialogue choices. It was more choices on what you would say to people, just to help define your character more, to make your character your own. Because with Mark, even though there might be multiple ways to say yes or multiple ways to say no, the way that I chose how to say yes or how to say no pretty much defined Mark's personality. And that's what I'm missing from here, is you don't really get to define who you are, so you don't have as much investment or attachment to these characters because you feel detached from you, or the character that you're playing. The other thing about this game that I kind of wanted more, which I guess for coming out on top it would have been nice if that... Coming on top kind of had this missing too, is it would have been nice if there were more scenes after you initially get into a relationship. You know, actually have scenes where you're out dating. Actually have scenes where you're spending time with a person. They kind of do that a little bit with coming out on top, but A lot of the spending time with people is more of, get busy with that person, get jiggy with that person, which is fine. I mean, those parts are fine. Um, but it'd be nice if there were more moments of that didn't really necessarily center around that. Like, for example, like when you were spending time with Ryota in the park or Ryota for Christmas, that was cool. That was really neat. But that happened before you officially got into relationships. I'm just saying I would have wanted for the relationship to continue on and actually finish out the semester, like finish out the school year. I'm surprised that we didn't finish out the school year. Like the third semester came along, and then you established a relationship with whoever bird of your choice, and then the game ends there. Um, but I guess maybe they did that because they wanted to leave the relationship open. Um, but for me, it leaves a little bit more to be desired. Um, the writing could have been better. That was the other gripe I have, is like compared to coming out on top. Well, while the writing on coming out on top wasn't perfect, I felt that it was far superior to the writing in this one. And granted, this is translated from the Japanese version, because the Japanese version was the original version, to my understanding. So I get that, maybe a lot of things got lost in translation, and maybe a lot of cultural things that got lost. Um, but I mean, the dialogue near the end with Ryota and his mom, and like the really profound things that Harkura was saying was good. Those parts were good. But there were some really corny lines, and some lines that are like, do people really talk like that? Even back then, back in 2007 or whenever this game came out. I think even back then, that writing would have been a little bit better. Um, I think that it was neat that they added little things like being able to show the human version of who you're talking to. It would be nice if there was some sort of a option to be able to toggle back and forth between the bird and the human person, because I guess it might be more challenging for some people to, again, take these romance scenes seriously if they're looking at the picture of a bird. I mean, the whole point, I guess, is you get what you pay. You get what was advertised. This is a dating game for birds, so why would you want to change it? I mean, I understand that too. So I don't know what I'm trying to say, but uh, it's the game was okay. It wasn't my favorite. I expected it to be a lot more. I expected more humor, and again, maybe part of it's the lost in translation. I expected a little bit more humor. I expected a little bit more. It was not as entertaining, I guess, compared to coming out on top. Um, and even with coming out on top, I feel like you have the opportunity to just really get to know um, the characters on a very deep level. You did with Ryota, but I don't know. I just felt like I got more backstory uh, from specific characters. Um, but what I did like about this game is that there was a vast number of options. There was a vast number of options of people that could become your Hatoful boyfriend. There was a good cast of characters, but they just seemed really disconnected. And the wisdom and charisma part, it didn't seem like that had any impact on your gameplay. Maybe it did, and I just don't know. But I don't know. It just felt the experience didn't feel complete to me. Um, and again, I apologize for comparing this to coming out on top, but the games are very. That game is the game that is similar the most to this game of all the games that I've played, so I can't help but compare the two. But it does give me an appreciation for all of the work that Obscura did with coming on top, because she did a fantastic job. Granted, coming on top came after this one, several years after this one, so the dating genre game, has had time to develop over time, and I guess I should, I hesitate to criticize this game too much, because I feel like it's uh, a lot of improvements, I guess, have been made with this type of game since then. You know, but for what it is, it was a fun enough game. I think I understand why it appeals to a lot of people. I don't necessarily need to play through it, you know, thoroughly to get to see all of the different characters and all the different endings, because quite frankly, the other bird characters didn't really interest me very much. Whereas in Coming on Top, I was kind of interested, obviously, in Brad. I was interested in Alex, and I was interested in other characters, but yeah. And that's what I've got. So is there anything else? Is this another fake out? Oh, ED number 1, While It Lasts. Oh, rest in peace. Oh, I think that's Ryota and his mom. Poor thing. While It Lasts. Achievement unlocked while it lasts. Okay. Alright, well, that was Hatoful Boyfriend. I hope you guys enjoyed that very short and sweet Let's Play. It only took me about 3 episodes to complete, so by the time you see this video, I will probably be wrapping up my wedding weekend. So, yay, love! Love is love and all that good stuff. I guess that's the theme of this. I guess that's the theme that this game is trying to say, is love is love. And, you know, it's a video game, guys. It's a video game. It's for fun. It's just purely for fun. So, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, love yourselves and love each other.